it's cheaper. Yeah, it's cheaper when you're writing someone, but it's a lot different when you're meeting the one.
Brian wants to know, say you're writing someone, is it cheaper or better to meet them one-on-one or at a social?
I prefer socials because when you're, it's cheaper. Yeah, it's cheaper when you're writing someone, but it's a lot different when you're meeting the one, or the ladies or the women's, the connections.
Well, yeah, and if you're writing someone, if your question is it cheaper to meet her at a social or one-on-one, I would say it's better and probably cheaper to meet her at the social. And the reason for that is that sometimes when you're writing back and forth, you have a different idea of what that person's like. You build up an idea of what that person's like in your mind. And so you have this wonderful image of that person. But when you're in front of that person, all the senses are at play, right? And so when you meet at a social, there's less pressure on you because you're speed dating, you're getting to meet. And when you go up to her and you're talking with her face to face, all of a sudden you'll know within the first couple minutes whether or not there's going to be a connection or not. And if not, you just move on. But if there is, it's great. You set up the individual date. But if you're on an individual date and 5 minutes into it, there's no connection, even though the letters were good, but there's no connection now you're stuck on this date for the next hour and a half, and it's like, oh my God, this is not good. So the socials are a great way of screening, both for you and for her. You screen each other to realize, yes, we do want to go out on a date. That's what Tanya and I did. After 10 bottles of champagne, she agreed to go on a date with me, but that's what we did at that social. We screened each other, and that's what you want to try and do. All right, so yes, go to the social, meet her, and then see what happens.
That's best. So in your experience, if you've been writing back and forth, is it more likely to work out tour instead of letters? Tour.
I don't know anyone who had anybody who has gotten married through letters. I don't know a soul, and I've been. Oh, is there one? Oh, I was just told there's one.
Only one.
One. Okay. You have of course, you got to meet them. It's better to meet in person. Of course, the tours are better.
It's important to meet in person, and you can feel you have chemistry or not.
If you don't plan on going on a tour, then that's your only means of communicating. Yes, of course, by all means. But definitely go on the tour. You can watch the videos, you can listen to us, talk about it. And you think you have an idea of what is going on there or what you're going to experience. And I've seen the look on guys' faces, the same guys who have thought the same thing you're thinking, walk into a social and they stop dead because all of a sudden women are now looking at them. Now they're the focus of attention. And we're just not used to that here, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I met my wife at one of the socials, and when I saw Tanya, she basically just stole my heart. I mean, I saw her, and it was like my heart was gone. It's like, okay, what's going on? And it's like, boom, lightning struck. And so it was a huge chemistry thing for me. But then when we talked and talked and talked, there was just so much warmth and caring and just everything that I wanted in her that I saw, that I knew that night that I wanted to marry her. Now, it did take me a while to convince her of that. I don't know why, but but we did finally, a year and a half later, we're married, and it's been an amazing 24 years almost, not really, of us knowing each other. And that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the social, if it wasn't for the fact that she just happened to be there, I happened to be there, we looked at each other, and boom. And guys, that happens a lot at the socials. You know why? Because the population of people that attend those socials are looking for that. You know, they're not going there because they just want to have a drink or something, or we just pick someone off the street randomly, thing like that. I mean, that's ridiculous. No. These women that are going there are women that have told us that they're interested in a serious relationship and marriage. And the men that are going there tell us that. Now, you might have some people that are playing some games, right? I always talk about that. How you might have a small percentage of men and women that may not have the best intentions in mind.
Or some girls, they really don't want what they want. Maybe they want to get married, but maybe not to you guys, I mean, who come to her, you know, in
Right.
the social. Maybe she's looking for somebody else, and it's okay too. Or maybe she's not ready yet. I mean,
You
she's
just don't
still
know.
thinking about
And
it.
sometimes you don't know until you meet the right
Yeah.
person. And also you're like, oh, maybe I am ready.
Yeah.
Join men from all over the world as they take a trip and find their future brides. Check out our website at
MedianDating.com.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Then click on the notice bell to get notified every time we add something new.